Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you Woo Woo Wednesday, your live weekly tarot reading, where I tune into the energy of the cards to see what areas we need to focus on. And tomorrow is a very, very exciting day in the cosmos. Mercury goes direct. We've had a 3.5-week period of craziness. So I want to tune into the last 3 weeks that you've experienced. Have you had relationships fall apart? Have you had changes in jobs? Have you had rekindlings? Have you have you relocated? You know, Mercury retrograde is the planet of communication, technology, and during that retrograde period, we go through experiences where we have to change things. My car insurance was canceled, my electricity was canceled, my credit card was compromised. Like, so many crazy little things happened that made me reorganize my energy. I had to get a new car insurance company, which was crazy. I would have never opted to do that, but Mercury retrograde sometimes highlights those areas in our life that we need to focus on and make changes that we probably have been ignoring. So I want to know, has there been a big change for you in the last 3.5 weeks? Tomorrow is such an exciting day. We'll go direct, and all of our, oh, I'm like caught. There we go. All of our, experiences, and a lot of us have been tired and a little stressed out. All of that will begin to lift, and we'll have this new forward momentum. So tomorrow you'll start to pick up more energy. I just want to take a moment to tune in. Where is everyone watching from? Say hello. Let me hear ya. How has your week been going? What's going on for you? I asked before we jumped on, what is your emotional state? You know, I really want to tune into your emotions, because your emotions are an indicator of where you're at mentally and spiritually. Hey Julia, hey Doc, hey Emily, hey Carrie, Sherry, it's so good to see you guys. Hey Diana, hello, hello. Where are you guys tuning in from? Emily says, everything in my life, just waiting for the panic attacks to stop. Okay, you bring up a very important topic. So April is all about anxiety inside the Elevated Life Membership Club. Chris and I have heard from so many of you that you guys are stressed out and you're anxious. I asked in my Shine Tribe Sisterhood, on a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious are you? And so many people said like 10 or 8 or above. And this is not okay, because anxiety is a choice, and you may not realize that. That's why you're in the cycles and the throes of this stressed out, anxious feeling. So if you're someone who is struggling with stress or worry or anxiety, this is something that you can reclaim. You can start thinking and breathing in a new way that helps you to calm your anxiety. Anxiety really is just making mental images of things you don't want that stress you out in the moment, and your body doesn't know, your mind doesn't know what's imagined or real, so it starts sweating and you start panicking, and then you create all this sense of anxiety in a room full of no reason to be anxious. How many of you identify? So if you're someone who is constantly feeling stressed or anxious or worry, then this is the perfect opportunity and your invitation to join us inside the Elevated Life Membership Club. Not only will you have accountability from us, but also other elevators from all over the globe that are wanting the same healing, enlightenment, and transformation that you are seeking as well. So if you need support, if you need guidance, you need coaching, then, you know, someone said, I didn't know it was only $22 a month. I'm signing up right now. So whether you realize it's only $22 a month to join us inside the Elevated Life Club, and you access all of our training. So if you're someone who struggles with anxiety, then don't hesitate. Join the Elevated Life Monthly Membership for only $22, and you'll access all of our training. Okay, with that being said, thank you for bringing up anxiety and worry. This is such an important topic. So many people are struggling from this unnecessary emotion. And that's why I asked you guys to tune into your emotions, see what's going on. I'm feeling emotional, especially being a Pisces. I bet the watery emotions of the Pisces. Anne says she's feeling calm, but the world around me feels harsh. I am loving all of these hearts. You guys are amazing. Keep it up. Like, I was getting ready to come on here. Chris goes, kill it, babe. I'm like, I will. Like, today is a good day. I can already feel retrograde, like putting the past behind us, breathing a fresh new breath of air, having a fresh, clean start, a brand new chapter, laying the old version of yourself behind, and really embracing that new, courageous, and confident person that you are here to be. Happy woo-woo. Emily says, anxiety here and there. I'm doing a workshop in Vegas this weekend. How exciting. Let me know what techniques and tips that you learned during that workshop so that you can help educate everyone on how to be less anxious. Hey, Hilder, is love around the corner or already here? Honey, love is always available. It is always ever present. That's the one thing you can count on. It's just a matter of, are you willing to open up and receive it? Are you willing to tap into the love that is available instead of being so focused on where you think it's supposed to come from? There is always love, whether it be through your children, whether it be through yourself, whether it be through the people around you. Expectation, that was the word I was trying to find. If we are expecting love in one form, then we miss all of the available opportunities that are already existing for us. So yes, love is already here for all of you. Just stop expecting it to be from one source and open up to the way that it does present in your life. Diana says, well, my phone just decided to not let me type correctly. Mercury knows we're talking about it. I love that. Just love this kind of talks. Keep doing this. Absolutely. Every Wednesday, I've been doing Woo Woo Wednesday every Wednesday for over 2 years. I think we're moving on to 3 years now. This is crazy. I would have never guessed that this would be a thing. Okay. Mercury is also the planet of communication, and you guys know as a hairdresser, I can talk. So let's dive into the cards. Crystal Unicorn Tarot from my friend Pamela Chen. Like I said, I felt very fiery and vibrant and rainbow and unicorn-licious, so I thought this would be the perfect deck to read from for this week. So before I start shuffling, if you know a soul sister who would love this message, tag them in the comments below. Let them know to come join this magical moment with us, and we'll see what's up for this week. Okay, let me catch up with your comments. Oh my gosh, today has been magical. Music pumped me up on my way to my new job and orientation, and signs from my former lover showed up. Things are blossoming. Whoa! Cards are literally flying out. Oh my gosh, like, okay. Now hold on. We're just gonna put all these back because there's just too much going on. I'm gonna shuffle again with the intention that we all receive the message that we need most. Like, whew, these cards are already on fire. Okay, let's try that again. Shuffle with the intention that we all receive the message that we need most this week. So pay attention to your own intuitive thoughts, feelings, ideas. Okay, these two cards just want to come up. And see how these cards pertain to your life. Whatever intuitive vibes you get or gentle nudges, this is important for you to pay attention. This is how you begin to start tapping into your intuition, because the cards are just a picture of an experience that you can have here as a spirit in a human body on this physical plane, and every card is just one of those representations. So how does it represent your life at this moment? Okay, what will you have us know? Well, Noodles is up for lunch. We're gonna have, hopefully he won't be too crazy today. All right, there we go. Second card came up, and what will you have us know? What do we need to know? Oop, there we go. All right, the way that I like to shuffle is I just wait for cards to pop up or flip over or fall out, and that is how you know. There's no wrong way to shuffle. That's just the way that I prefer. Okay, you guys ready for this? Are you excited for this reading? I want to know. Let's set our intentions now before we flip the cards over. What is it that you want to bring forth into this week? What you want to set an intention for? Is there a feeling that you'd like to cultivate more of, whether it be love or being pumped up or excited or passionate or compassionate or forgiving or loving or more calm or peaceful? What is that intention that you're going to set for yourself this week? Set that now. Leave in the comments below. I am is the most powerful phrase you can begin any mantra with. So I want you to claim it as if it were already here. So if you're wanting to draw in more peacefulness, I want you to write in the comments below, I am peaceful, as if you have already become that. If we say affirmations that are still affirming out into the future, one day I will become XYZ, or one day I will be happy, or one day I will feel this way, or one day I'll be whatever. If we constantly affirm the future, it'll always stay in the future. So we need to affirm it into the present as if it were happening right now. It's manifestation 101. I am peaceful and calm. I love that. Okay, I am so happy to be here while you're on live. Thank you, Tina. It's so good to see you guys. Passion, yes, peace. I am peaceful. Okay, Melanie, thank you so much for sharing this mantra. So this is a perfect example of affirming into the future. Melanie says, I want to trust ability to manifest whatever I want. The story is already saying, I don't trust myself to do what I'm trying to do what I say that I don't trust myself to do. So we need to rewrite the story of affirmation. I trust myself and my ability to manifest whatever I want. Try writing that and try speaking that, feeling that, and seeing if it feels different for you. Notice the difference when you say, I want to trust, that's saying I don't do it now and maybe one day it will happen. That's affirming into the future. Rather than saying, I trust my ability to manifest anything I want. And Melanie, if you'd like to learn more about manifesting, what's great is that this month in March, we covered how to manifest. We covered the art of manifesting inside the Elevated Life Club. So if you're someone who's anxious and stressed out and wants to learn how to overcome that, and you want to learn all about manifesting and the simple secrets on how to just make simple shifts like that, it's really important, the words and phrases that we use. And actually inside the manifesting bundle, we talk about how sometimes affirmations actually go against you manifesting what you do want, especially if you affirm it in the wrong phrase or the wrong tense. So if you guys are interested in learning about manifesting, when you sign up for the Elevated Life Club, not only will you access our live training on April 9th, but there's always a replay, but you'll also get all of our past replays from all the different trainings, and manifesting was something we just covered. Clarissa says, I am an overflowing vessel of love. I am powerful. I trust my ability to manifest whatever I want. Didn't that feel so much better, Melanie? Oh my gosh. Hey, Amy, I am peaceful and I have perfect health and I am living my dream life now. I am so eternally grateful. I love that. I am enjoying the job I wanted. I am helping people with my creativeness. I am wealthy. You guys are getting it now. You guys are on the manifesting train. Okay, let's dive in. The first two cards that came up together is the Five of Wands. These cards are so damn cute. And what is this? The Four of Swords. So let's take a look. Five of Wands and Four of Swords. So here's what this means. So the Five of Wands is about bringing all of our perspectives together in a group mastermind. There's a couple of different meanings. So the first one is when we bring all of our different unique blends of experiences and wisdom and perspective and culture and preferences. Sometimes we can clash with other people because we come from a different background or we don't have the same beliefs. But when the Five of Wands comes up, it's saying that you can also use that to a positive, to gain more perspective, to gain more understanding from other people that maybe you would have never taken the time to learn or understand. So this question, this card is saying, how can you come together with a group of people that maybe aren't like-minded so that you can collaboratively come together and discuss different ideas so that maybe you can all grow to understand each other. Yeah, girl, stop drawing cards that I've been drawing myself. How funny. I've been drawing the same. Yesterday, I pulled the Ten of Pentacles. Today, I pulled the Ten of Pentacles. 3 days last week, I pulled the King of Swords. It's just crazy. I love it. So the Four of Swords is about getting rest. This is about taking time to meditate. You're overthinking too much. This is a time of getting away and clearing out your mind. So when we add these together, maybe you shouldn't be trusted with your own thoughts. You should be surrounded by other people and just gain different perspective, like gather together so that you it's so easy to be able to get stuck in our own world and just be like caught up in overthinking and like overanalyzing, and we become paralyzed to make a decision. But this is saying if you come together with other people and you share your ideas, you share your thoughts, and you put it out there, like especially when I have women sit in my chair and they let it out, they just vent and go for it, they become so much more clear. They have the clarity on what is preventing me from living the life that I want or feeling the way that I want to feel. That's the most important, because we can have the perfect life on paper, but if we don't love it, if we don't feel good, then what's the point? Okay, let's keep going. What do you do when you put yourself in a positive mindset and everything, and it just ends up being a disappointment? Well, it's because you have expectations. My husband always says expectations always lead to disappointment. So first, lower your standard of expectation, or let people know, communicate, that's the word. Man, Mercury's still getting me. Communicate your expectations to the parties involved. That way you aren't let down. Or if you are let down, you at least know that you've communicated your boundaries, your expectations, and wants out of this endeavor. I am cultivating a healthy, successful life. I love that. I am dedicating my life to my health and fitness. This is so beautiful, guys. Okay, the next card is, ooh, the High Priestess. This card is all about activating your intuition and your psychic abilities. I love these pomegranates and palm trees. They're symbols of enlightenment and abundance and fruitfulness. So the High Priestess is someone who holds deep wisdom within, and this is a card that calls you back to your intuition, back to looking within. So which is really interesting, because we've had all these, okay, now I'm getting a clearer picture. So we've had all these different Noodles. It's so funny. I was writing the pet care for our pet sitter, and I wrote, if Noodles starts tearing up the living room rug, just scream his name, yell his name firmly, Noodles. As I was typing it, I was laughing to myself. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous line I've ever had to write. Like, if my cat is tearing something up, firmly yell his name. And you guys just saw how that works. Okay, so now I'm seeing a clearer picture with the High Priestess coming into play. So what it's showing me is that you've had all these external opinions, all these different ideas. So it's time for you to take rest, to go internal, to start tuning into your own thoughts. And are your stories, your limiting stories, from someone else's opinion, or are they your own? When the High Priestess comes up, this says trust your intuition. You know what is true. You know what is the next right step for you. Whether you have fear that says, no, I'm afraid, I'm scared, you still know what to do. So that's the thing. Like, when you know what to do and you have fear come up that says, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. That's when you know you're onto something. That's when you know that that's what you're meant for. If fear comes up, that's a clear indicator that you're starting to step outside of your comfort zone and into what I would call the flow of life. Because when you are living in the flow with life, you aren't trying to stay rooted in the one same comfort zone that you're in. You can be rooted and grounded while flowing through the experiences of life, whether they're up high or down low, because the Wheel of Fortune shows us life is cyclical. If it was always up, we would never appreciate it. If it was always down, oh my God, we'd probably all like end our lives, right? So we have to know that when, like, this too shall pass. That's my mom's great wisdom. When you're in a negative situation, most likely it's because it's trying to bring you up to the top of the wheel to teach you a lesson. And when you learn that lesson from that pain, all of our greatest lessons and wisdoms come from the biggest traumas and painful moments in our life. So stop judging the pain. Stop judging the sad parts of our life, because those bottom moments are what push us to the top and teach us how to grow. Okay, Kat, we hear you. Okay, last card for the week. Are you guys loving this message? Is it resonating with you? What has been your biggest takeaway and aha moment so far? Okay, last card for the week is the 8 of Wands. This card is all about momentum. So just like we talked about, tomorrow we're moving, Mercury goes direct. So we're moving forward. We're creating a momentum. And that momentum with Mercury is in communication. So it's time to start speaking up about what you want, setting your expectations and boundaries loud so other people are included and they know. This is going to be about taking fast, quick, like super fast action. Stop thinking about it. Go when you have that internal hit and that intuitive vibe, like, I know this is what I'm meant to do. No time thinking. Just take action. There is no reason to think. When your intuitive gut gives you a vibe and you're like, yep, this is it, then you just take action. When we start to think and analyze, fear creeps in. We start coming up with excuses and reasons and stories why it's not a thing. But when we're divinely inspired to take action, the 8 of Wands is a great reminder that these aha moments, these flashes of inspiration, come as quickly as you're meant to take action. Please, somebody write that down. Your intuitive hits and inspiration come just as fast as you are meant to take action with it, right? Okay, I thought he was about to tear up the rug. We're gonna have to yell his name firmly. The 8 of Wands is also about air travel. So if you are traveling, any kind of business travel, ooh, my alarm's going off. Okay, if you're traveling, this is a good sign that whatever trips that you are going to take via air are positive and good for you. So that is always a great indicator. Swift change is also another essence of this card. So if things suddenly change, it's important for you to trust your intuition on those changes. Ask yourself, does this feel good for me? Is this in alignment with my highest truth and my purpose? And if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. It's as simple as that. Noodles, dude, chill. This is why we don't have kids. I don't think I would be, I don't think I could handle it. Okay, let's recap. The 5 of Wands and the 4 of Swords come up saying you've got a lot of external influence. You've got a lot of other people's chatter, if not your own. Some being positive and some being limiting. So take time to meditate. Take time to get clear with yourself. Holy smokes. Guys, look at this. Hold on. I'm going to have to turn both of these cameras around. Look at this crap. He is like, I don't know. Hold on. Can you guys see that? He is literally on the bookshelf. Like, I just don't even know what to do with this cat. Okay. So here we go. Take time to meditate. Get clear on what it is that you know that is right for you. Stop allowing other people's influence or ideas or stories to affect you. The High Priestess says, hello, trust your intuition. It's like an even deeper call that you have divine wisdom within you. We all do. We all do. None of us are more special. Some of us just listen more and take action. That's the difference. And then the last one is about taking action. So you have divine wisdom. You look around at all these successful people or people that you aspire to be like. Well, the difference between where you're at now and where they are is action. Action, action, action. You guys hear me say this all the time. Now there's time for pausing and reflection, which was also brought up in this reading. So once you've done your pausing and you've meditated and you've created space to hear and feel that divine inspiration of what's my next move? What will you have me do? What's the next chapter? When you get that hit and you know it to be true, that's when you take the action, and don't hold back. He's buying a cat. He's being a cat and looking out over his domain. No, he wants lunch because it's almost his lunchtime. And with the time change, we decided not to change the feeder time, like the time on his automatic feeder. And so he's like an hour off and still adjusting to that schedule. This could be a very important life lesson that we're talking about adjustment, because with all of this swift change and new beginnings and things like that, momentum, that means we're gonna have to let go of something. We're gonna have to have a transition period where we let go of what we're used to, our comfort zone, and move into an area of the unknown, which is the new and exciting part that we've been calling for. So this is his transition period. We decided not to change the time because I thought it would be better for us. It's like later in the morning and things like that. And he is, and I knew he would go through an adjustment period because they're creatures of habit. And when the time is off, they let you know. And so he's still letting us know that his feeding schedule is off, but he will soon adjust to it. And it just takes patience and understanding. So I think that's a really good life lesson. This is why I have a cat. He teaches me so many things. Patience is definitely one of them. Anne says, I feel like this reading is aligning with me to follow my intuition versus absorbing others. Yes, this is a big problem for empaths, is we take on so many other people's opinions and ideas and fears. A lot of the times we take on other people's fears. Be your own action hero. I love that. All right, guys, I have got to get out of here. Chris and I are going to be interviewed on the Shamanic Philosophy podcast tonight, so we got to get ready for that. And if you know anyone who would love this message, please tag them in the comments below. Leave a message, share it on your page, whatever you've got to do to spread the good vibes. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you would like a private one-on-one reading, I'm opening my calendar back up now that spring has sprung and we've got more time and energy. So I am ready to take on some one-on-one clients again. So if you've been on my wait list, if you've been waiting to get in, then now is the time. You can go to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot and book your private one-on-one reading. And with it being Mercury retrograde, I gave that website a total makeover. So if you're just curious, you might want to just go check it out just for funsies and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for tuning in. Chris and I will catch you guys on Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for the Elevated Life series. We'll be talking all about anxiety, since the month of April is all about overcoming anxiety and the stress and worry that stop you from living your most elevated life. So if you're someone who struggles with that, and hey, you want to learn manifesting or any of the other topics that we've covered from success to spirituality, then don't hesitate to join us inside the monthly membership for only $22. You can go to brittanycarmichael.com/membership to check out the Elevated Life. I will see you guys on Friday, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful week and go after your big dreams.